while everybody else is sleeping, you are working. Now, this banner was the banner that got me through all of the lockdowns in 2020 and 2021. So for 2025, the only person that you need to impress is yourself. What's up, everybody? Coach RJ from www.fitclub.fit, home of the Belly Burn Challenge. Now, the reason why I say that the only competition or the only person that you need to impress is yourself. Because in 2020, 2021, I would say that we were probably closed 18 out of 24 months. So imagine somebody said, hey, listen, you cannot work and do the thing that you've been doing for almost 20 years because we have to get through this pandemic thing. But at the same time, we're not going to actually give you any money and you still have all of your bills. Now, to most people, they'd probably shut down and they'd probably cry. And I honestly did feel that way. There were nights where I would lay in bed with my wife, Mary, and my kid, Jet. At the time, we didn't have Kai. And the thing was, like, I felt like crying. Inside, I couldn't tell you what it was. It was just something of a sense of being afraid, of being unsure, of not knowing what the future is going to look like. And so what I had to do was I had to get myself into this warrior mindset. Now, I watch basketball, but I'm not a huge fan of it. And Kobe Bryant was never one of my top guys. But as I started listening to motivational videos, and his name kept coming up as the Black Mamba, and all these guys would tell stories about how Kobe was always the first one in the gym. So most guys get in there around 8 or 9 a.m. They would do their workout, and then they would go home, they'd rest, they'd come back around 2 p.m. They would do another workout, do some play, some practice skills, and then at night they would play. Now, Kobe was a guy that would get up at 4 in the morning and be at the gym for about 5. Then he would take a rest, go back, and by the time the rest of those guys got in there, Kobe had already done 1 to 2 workouts. And he said, while those guys were sleeping, I was working, and that resonated with me. So I used that for personal motivation, because during those lockdowns, I set a goal for myself that no matter what, I was up at 5 in the morning. And that, to me, is already tough enough. But what was even tougher was that during 2020 and 2021, I went to bed at 9 p.m. And there's a lot of things, especially during the summer when the sun doesn't set until like 10 p.m. that I had missed. I had to give up a lot of things. But I knew that if I ever wanted to have a chance and be what I am today, and I'm not where I want to be yet, that I had to go all in. I remember 9 p.m. that the Toronto Raptors were in the NBA championship. And there's probably never going to be another time, maybe in my lifetime, that I'm actually going to even care about it, because at the time I actually cared about basketball, and now not so much. But at the time, the Raptors being in the NBA championship, that's a massive deal, okay? Now think about the worst team in whatever sport that you like or anything that you follow. Imagine them getting into the championship, and it's the championship game, and you shut it off right at the end, not knowing how it ends. And that's basically what I did, because I stuck to my goal. I was 9 p.m. bedtime, TV was off, screens were off, and I was up at 5 a.m. grinding. Now, in the heart of COVID, we probably dropped to well under 100 total members. And of those total members, we were not charging full price because we couldn't offer the full thing that we had members signing up for. We had remote virtual workouts, which was awesome, but it wasn't enough to pay for our rent, never mind keeping our staff alive, well, and thriving financially. And so we had to work, we had to work, we had to work, we had to work. And now today, we are exactly where we want to be. But today, we're at over 400 members, which is absolutely fantastic. It's not a surprise to me because of the fact that we did put the work in, and I'm grateful for every single member. But the thing is, like, we got there and we earned it. Now, how does this relate to you and your fitness goals in 2025? That it's not going to happen overnight, and that there's going to be tons of obstacles. For us, we were shut down 3 times. 3 times. We never knew when we were going to be back open. Then they threw in way more restriction. Then it got even harder on restriction. And not only that, every time we were trying to host sessions, there was some kind of policing agency at our door knocking to check on what's going on. So there were tons of obstacles that we had to overcome along the way. And when it comes to your fitness journey, you're going to get sick. There's going to be some kind of marital issue. There's going to be some kind of potential death or wedding. There's going to be trips. There's going to be something that's going to get in your way, and it's going to make you want to stop. But when you want to stop, you have to understand that this is your competition. You are your only competition. And the only way you're going to thrive in 2025 is that you work while they sleep. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to cut down on screen time. You're going to have to say no to some of your friends on going out drinking on the weekends. You're going to have to eat one less meal. You're going to have to be a little bit hungry. But in the end, it's not going to happen right away. You keep working on it. You work on it. You work on it. And eventually, you're going to get to that point, and you're going to look back to those days, and you're going to be super proud of yourself because you stuck it through and you made it happen, because 2025 is your year. Now, if you're really looking to make it your year and you're looking for motivational, inspirational, and you want to surround yourself with great people, then visit us at www.fitclub.fit, mention the belly burn, and we'll get you started today.